because they're trying to make us seem like we're the hypocrites, and that when we claim we're tolerant towards people, that we're actually not. But let's compare it to workers' movement. Okay, when the workers started to protest and start a movement to gain more rights. And imagine when capitalists would say, why aren't they tolerant towards us? Why aren't they accepting us the way we are? The point of the movement and the protest was to be against you. You're taking away our rights, and that's why we can't accept you. That's why we're not tolerant towards you. That's kind of the point of the protest and the movement. So I don't know what you're talking about. Also, when those conservatives say, mostly women, unfortunately, when they say women don't deserve the right to vote or deserve the right to get a divorce, and they're saying you're not tolerating my views. You're not tolerant towards me. Why don't you accept me the way I am and my views? Because that's what's this is not what I'm supposed to be tolerant. I should not be tolerant towards these views, because that's what I'm against. That's why I'm a leftist. I'm against that. That's why I can't tolerate that. So what the fuck? And this is one of the finest propagandas, because this is the way, that's the way, not only they're trying to make leftists seem like they're hypocrites, they're not actually tolerant, but they're also, what they're trying to do is silence this protest and movement to gain more rights and this emancipation in the society of marginalized people, workers or women or black people, whatever. They're trying to silence it with you're supposed to be tolerant, you're supposed to accept my views, and why aren't you doing that? Chill out, people. This is what they're saying. Don't protest against that. Don't protest against me literally trying to take away your rights. But you should accept that, because that's what I think. That's my opinion. My rights are not your opinion. Voting is my right. Getting divorced is also my right. And your opinion, literally saying that I should not have these rights, is literally not what I'm supposed to tolerate, especially as a leftist. What the fuck? What leftists are actually tolerating? Why are they saying that? Why is leftist community actually more tolerant and welcoming? Is because because they're tolerant again, towards people who are marginalized, members of LGBTQ and black people and women, and or just everyone. Whereas conservatives say that if you're fucking gay, you can get married, we don't accept you, fuck you. This is why leftists are saying we're tolerant, because we're tolerating people the way they are, and we don't expect them to be for example, heterosexual, And it's also hypocritical of conservatives to say that we're not tolerant, because they're supposed, Christian conservatives especially, when they're saying God created us the way we are, and then say gay people should not exist. Who created gay people then? God didn't create them, then why are they like this? Isn't it natural for them to be gay? I don't know. And they're nah, as long you should not be able to get married. Gay couples are not able to get married because they're gay. And we don't accept that. Leftists are saying this is allowed, we tolerate you, you should be able to get married, and this is that one issue that like I brought as an example. That's what we're tolerant. Like this is what we're tolerant towards this people who are different from mainstream. I don't know what the main thing is, and this is why we're saying that we're tolerant, that we are welcoming, that we're accepting the people the way they are, and we're not trying to like make them fit into some, I don't know, societal, standard, whatever that is. You should be the way you are, except if you're trying to take away my rights. Like, just imagine if capitalists were like, why don't you accept us workers? Like, we're taking away your rights, but that's just who we are. You should just accept us. And there's still like, there are also issues within the leftist community. For example, we're not, whenever we see a person who is leftist but not like leftist enough for us, we're pushing them away, and that's a bad thing, because I've seen conservatives are more welcoming in those terms, because they're like, if you're not conservative enough for them, they're like trying to integrate you in their community, and they're not like, go fuck yourself. You're welcome, just they're trying to make you more conservative. And I think this is what, like, we should, as leftists, we should try to help these people and help them to integrate more in the leftist community, because like when we're pushing them away, they're like, they immediately assume I don't belong in this community, they're pushing me away, so fuck them, and that makes them hate us even more. So like, whatever the reason is, like, these people like center right, center left, for example, they're not leftist enough, but they're going this way, they're on the way to maybe be like more open-minded, be aware of more issues that conservatives don't see and don't acknowledge but leftists do. Whatever the reason is, like, whether they're not like whether they want to be more educated on topics, we should help them, we should give them the opportunity to understand things what they maybe don't understand, and that's why they're not leftist enough, or like give them opportunity to be more open-minded, more progressive, be aware of more issues, and not just like tell them, oh, you're not leftist enough, go away, like you're not accepted in our club, whatever we call it, leftist community. Like, it's not an exclusive club, it's a community, and when we say we're tolerant, we should also tolerate people who are not leftist enough for us, and should maybe like help them to integrate more in our community if we actually want to make like the society more open-minded and more progressive, because what we're doing right now is pushing them away. So that's all I wanted to say. Yeah.